Alright, what's going on everybody? It's Matt and Bob with Dad's Fight Media coming at you guys with another video. You guys already know what time it is. It's time to bring on that boxing. Today we're going to be talking about Gervonta Davis and Ryan Garcia, the mega fight coming down, to the last few weeks. Preparation for this fight, all the anticipation, all the animosity, it's all coming down to the final 2 weeks before the fight goes down April 22nd in Las Vegas, Nevada. Catch weight of 136 pounds. Today we're going to be talking about how Ryan Garcia, he released a training video. He was hitting the pads. It wasn't even really a training video. He was just hitting the mitts. Nothing too crazy, but in the video, a lot of people were criticizing his technique and everything. All of a sudden, everybody's a professional boxer. Everyone's a professional. Everyone's an expert when it comes to, coaching guys in terms of technique. Obviously, we saw him hitting mitts. The power is obviously there with Ryan Garcia. There's no doubt about that. But everyone's talking about how, every time he throws a punch, he leaves himself wide open for, a shot to be countered. And people expect Tank to take advantage of that when Ryan's throwing wild. And obviously Tank's smaller, but he throws overhand shots, he throws looping shots, big hooks. So, and obviously his infamous, left uppercut. But he's expected to catch Ryan if Ryan is reckless and defensively irresponsible. And, from the training footage, I could understand why people think that it's terrible form, it's terrible technique, but I think it was more so to show that the power is there and that Gervonta's going to have to deal with, a much bigger guy. I think that Ryan he's going to be ready for this fight, so is Tank. And, everybody's always critiquing Ryan. I think that there are definitely things that Ryan has to work on in terms of, technique, the fundamentals. Everyone says he's flat-footed, that he sometimes keeps his chin in the air and pulls straight back, lets his hands down. I agree with all that, but at the end of the day, no fighter is perfect. Everybody has flaws in their game within the sport of boxing that their opponents can exploit, but it's easier said than done. Tank still has to go in there and not get hit by anything crazy and make sure that he's very careful in his attack. He can't come in reckless because that left hook is going to be there, waiting for him. And we know that. We expect Ryan to use obviously the biggest weapon that he has in his arsenal that has gotten many fighters out of there. Javier Fortuna, Francisco Fonseca, a lot of guys that have been negatively impacted and, just shut down by his left hook. The left hook to the body that Ryan, hit Luke Campbell with, that's something that I don't know how Tank would deal with that. Obviously, it's harder to hit a guy like Tank because he's smaller. So going to the body it's definitely an option, but it's not as easy against a guy with such a small, stature and torso. So I expect Ryan to go in there strategically, and he has to go about his business, just as carefully, or even more carefully than Tank is, because like I always say, I think that Ryan has less room for error in this fight than Gervonta does, because Gervonta's IQ... I think sorry, lost my train of thought, but Gervonta's IQ, it puts him in situations where he's able to set up that big knockout shot. He's able to put guys, into the deep waters and then drown them like he said he's going to do to Ryan. Do I think Gervonta Davis wins the fight? I do believe that he's going to win the fight, but at the end of the day, that doesn't, change the fact that I do believe it's a 50-50 fight, even though I can lean towards Gervonta Davis, but at the end of the day, I can still see Ryan pulling it off. That's why I say it's a 50-50 fight. Everyone's saying 80-20 Tank, 70-30 for Tank. Man, I think Ryan, he just hits so hard. He's just fast. He has that hand speed, and I think that Tank's IQ is what gives him the upper hand. Everything else, in terms of, on paper, is in Ryan's favor, because you have to be smart in there, and I think that that's what's going to separate Tank from Ryan in this fight. So really, it's a toss-up to me. I think Tank gets the job done, but Ryan can definitely pull it off. That's the thing. When you have that one-shot power, but which both guys possess, I think that makes it much more complicated. And not as one-sided as people think, because Ryan he's a dangerous kid, and I think he's more motivated than ever. I don't think he's ever been more motivated for a fight, so I know he's going to come ready. Tipping the scales already at around 141.5 pounds. you know, that's a good sign. That's big for Ryan, and I think that you know, the rehydration clause, you know, Ryan has to be very careful and calm when he goes about handling, you know, the weight cut process. Obviously, he's posted on social media that he's already around, you know, 141. That's very good, especially taking into account the fact that, you know, the fight's still 2 weeks away from when he's going to have to weigh in. But, you know, it's probably the rehydration clause that's going to do the most damage in terms of, you know, Ryan's mental. And I talked about this with Sean Porter. I'm going to have a video, multiple videos coming out soon where we talked about this on a Zoom interview. But stay tuned for that. But, yeah, Sean's he's a brilliant mind, and he talked about how he thinks that Tank and his camp implementing the rehydration, you know, clause was kind of a mind game in a sense for Ryan Garcia to have to deal with. So we'll see how it comes into play. Obviously, I think Ryan's going to be fine. I think he's going to be able to, you know, weather that storm. But the real storm is being able to, you know, be one of the most talented guys in Gervonta Davis. And I think that, you know, Tank's going to be ready. Tank has a big task ahead as well. It's an uphill battle for both guys in different ways. Tank is the big puncher that, you know, sets traps, and Ryan is that guy who has that left hook ready. So anytime you make a mistake, you come in too reckless, he's going to catch you with that left hook. So we'll see. Obviously, it's a toss-up in my opinion, but let me know who you guys have 2 weeks out from the fight. We'll break it down a little bit more, you know, as the fight approaches. But let me know who you guys have, Tank or Ryan, and in what fashion. But thank you guys for watching this video, and I will catch you guys next time. Peace. That's going to do it for another Naz Fight Media video, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. It's been your boy, Matt Nabong, with another video. Hope you guys enjoyed it all. Thank you guys for the constant support. Salute to y'all always. It's been your boy.